Alright guys, I got some quick news. Let me zoom out real quick. Hopefully I don't reveal it. But I'm going to be pulling the engine out of the spree because I'm tired of it. It just doesn't, it's not as reliable as I want it to be. So I'm just going to pull the whole engine out and we're going to be throwing a GY6 into it. Now I'm trying to make this as budget as possible. And I already got the wheels for this GY6. But I'm going to first try and figure out if I can make my own hub, so that I don't have to spend the 150 bucks to be able to take this wheel off and then put another wheel on. And I'm gonna try and show you guys the process of how I'm gonna make this this wheel. I'm gonna turn it into a hub adapter, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I've been looking online for hub adapters for the GY6 GY6 motor, and all the adapters literally look like the center of this wheel. So my plan here is I'm going to try and cut the spokes off here, here, and here, which will leave me with just the center. Once I get the center out, I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the machine shop and see how much it would be for them to smoothen out this edge here, and then take off this little lip here, and then do my little bolt pattern on here. And then I'm going to see if I can put it on here and see how that works. If it doesn't work, then obviously I'm just going to go ahead and have to order the hub adapter so that I'm not running this sketchy shit, which I don't think it's gonna be sketchy because it literally looks the same as the hub adapter. It looks like a machined, like they just took the center off of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it right now and show you guys a little process. Alright, so I got some shitty news. I didn't get a lot of the process of me cutting the wheel up. This is the hub from the wheel. So I cut the wheel off. You know, there's the 3 spokes. 1, 2. There's the second one. There's a third one somewhere here. I went to a shop with a lathe and they were able to machine this off, and then machine the little lip that was right here. After that, I went over to my dad's and we measured from the center out 50 millimeters, I think it was, in order for us to get a 4x100 bolt pattern. And then we just threaded it with M12 by 1.5, and that pretty much gave us the hub for the bike. I don't know if I'm gonna be running this thing at all. I think I'm just gonna use it for like measuring purposes, so I can know where to put the wheel on. Oh, also, I'm going to show you guys the new wheel that I got. This is actually a car wheel, so I don't know if it's going to work that well with the bike. So I pretty much ordered these wheels to the same spec as the Ruckus ones, except these are made for cars and not for bikes. So the little bead pattern right here on the edge is different for cars and motorcycles, but the tire did beat on it. It feels like it's got, oh no, it still holds air. Yeah, I mean, it's been on here for about a week already, I want to say, and it's been holding air. The only issue is that this side beaded pretty well, if you can see, and then if I flip it over to the opposite side, it still has a gap. So I'm hoping that maybe if I ride it, it'll close the gap a little bit, or maybe I just have to buy, I don't know, an actual wheel later. But I'm only doing all this for measuring purposes. I might ride on this for a little bit just to see how it goes, but it's not going to be the forever setup. It's just mostly for testing and making sure everything is aligned. But for now, I'm going to be cleaning up the engine out of all this nasty crusted on nastiness, and I'm gonna clean this thing up too. I'm gonna find something to plug this thing up with, and then drain the oil, drain the transmission oil, plug up the exhaust, and then that way I can maybe wash it with some degreaser. pretty much finished cleaning the engine for now. Just as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna go through and all the little areas and here, but I'll do that later. I just wanted it to be clean so I can actually work with it, not my hands all gross or whatever. But anyways, here's this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the engine off of this thing, but I'm gonna put it into the shed first so I can work in there.
Nope.
Oh shit. Alright guys, so I mounted the hub on the GY6 and then I mounted the wheel on the hub. I'm still missing a nut, a lug nut, yeah, lug nut, whatever, on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and try and prop it up to see where I kind of want the engine to line up on, but so far it's looking pretty sick. That's about where the engine's gonna sit, not too far back, still looks kind of aggressive. Damn, that shit looks good. Let me check it from this side real quick. Shoo! It's gonna look fat, bro. Fucking thing's gonna be sticking out to the side so far. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can center this thing up. I'm just mocking it to see what it would look like. I might need to stick it to the left a little bit more, and then I might get this thing, this area here, to sit a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna have to push it a little bit back, I think, but I don't know. I think I kind of like how this looks. I can always lower it like this too. I'm gonna definitely have to cut this here, and then I'll probably build a new bracket for this so that I can keep the little stock looking little whatever rack thing this is. But I mean, yeah, it looks tight. Alright guys, so quick update. We got a rundown of what we're going to be doing for the mounts on this thing. Let me zoom out real quick. Here we go. So we're going to be using the stock mount from the scooter that this GY6 came from. We're going to take a tube and run it from this here all the way until right here. And then we're going to run another tube that's going to be welded to this. And it's going to run to this side of the bike. And then we're going to run a tube from somewhere here onto this piece to keep it in this area here. And then we're just going to reinforce somewhere here to be able to mount the shock onto here. But right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a little like a little plate here that's going to go around here just to reinforce it so it's not just welded onto this little thin metal. And I'll actually have a bigger piece here. And this is where the tube will go. Let me show you real quick. Alright, so it's gonna be sitting something like this, but on here. So we gotta extend that one. We gotta extend this thing over. Or actually, maybe it'll, you know, maybe this will work. Maybe not. But let me go ahead and do some measurements. I'm gonna do this little plate first, and then we're gonna see how this thing fits. Alright, here's a bike update. My dad worked on this while I was out. He welded in these little pipes here into the frame. We had a little reinforcement right here. And we're just figuring out how to mount the shock. I'll go over these a little bit more once it's done a little better. But that's the setup on it right now. Let me check this side. And then on this side here, we're just gonna get a piece, weld it onto right there-ish into this here. Nada, tomando video nomás.